if your pack grows over full, simply ask me to sell off your surplus items. I'll have the gold for you in a trice.
Would the ox carts were a bit safer, and a bit swifter too. They are capable allies on journeys near and far. Certainly, Arisen. How might I be obeyed?
Go on, have a look. Well met, sir. Need a room for the night? Many thanks.
Oi! Keep out!
How might I be of service?
Well, oh, there's always demand for weapons. Near the border, where quarrels occur every other day. Do come again?
Interested in my wares? Slim pickings of late.
The soldiers have been making a fuss over some strange temple in... the sea. Pleasure doing bit...
Well, hello. Oh, there's always demand for weapons. Particularly near the border, where quarrels occur every other day. Do come again?
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter. An investment made for safer travels can hardly be called extravagant.
Hubris is man's worst enemy.
Wishing my armor can wait till the morn. What ought I to do?
The soldiers have been making a fuss over some strange temple in the sea. Pleasure doing bit...
Can't remember the last time I...
Interested in my wares?
Only fools and urchins go to their coin.
Not sure what they expect.
None of us is guaranteed
Well
tomorrow.
met, sir. How's the day treating you then? Well, oh, there's always demand for weapons. Particularly near the board. Always a pleasure.
There's much needs doing.
Tiring, being so alert.
I'm unsure.
The soldiers have been making a fuss over some strange... temple in the sea. Pleasure doing business with you.
I supposed to do about it?
Peruse at your leisure, sir. Well, aye, there's always demand for weapons. Particularly near the board. Always a pleasure.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Need anything? Stop by again soon. Well met, son. How might I be of service?
There are few places where I can let down my guard.
Hold out. Someone comes to me. I'd kill for some decent sleep.
The soldiers have been making a fuss over some strange... temple in the sea. Pleasure doing bit... The soldiers have been making a fuss over some strange temple in the sea. Many thanks. Interested in my wares? While patrolling even after a day of rest.
I could swear I've seen what's needed here amidst what we have in storage. I did my best to match your skill, Master. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the enemy. Okay, I'm taking the lot.
Brad, try and find a hole.
our destination is a distant one, travel by ox cart might be worth considering.
Fewer monsters are to be found on the main road, though carts travel only by the sun's light.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself. Here we go again. We fight. To arms! By your leave. Bear in mind that the brute will seek out women with unwavering persistence.
Such single-mindedness makes our enemy vindictive, but not necessarily easier to counter. Focus your strength, Arisen!
Seeks out women with dogged persistence. I shall distract it then, give you an opening. Might I trouble you?
I've just had a thought.
Have you always pursued your current vocation over the course of your journey with the Arisen? No. I was an archer for a time. The feeling of loosing arrows at faraway foes is one I'll never forget.
I shall return.
Most impressive, Master. Let us not get ahead of ourselves. The battle continues.
Here, strike lightning on your side. Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle. Yon statue makes for a fine landmark.
I can foresee no reason not to go see it up close.
I've a modest talent for spotting materials that can be used to enhance your...
What the?
Hobgoblin! There's more where that came from!
Can't help but see a turncoat in every face. You're gonna regret that.
Materials, eh? I shan't deny. They have their uses.
That's what you get.
Would that ox carts were a bit safer. And a bit swifter, too.
They do offer a welcome chance for us to set down our packs. execution.
Let us try for the same result with our next attack. There's no spice as savory as eating outdoors.
I'll pick that up. We might have need of it.
Just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location?
This is most convenient. Another destination we were bound for is not far from here. We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once. I shan't allow any further harm to come to you. Master, I shall hasten to your aid. You have no need of my assistance at present, but I shall be ready to render aid at a moment's notice.
Cave. Shall we proceed into the depths?
Tread carefully. One never can be too cautious.
Understood.
We meet again. Why question the meaning of battle? Might as well question the meaning of breaking one's fast. Hoy there. I take it you lost your footing as well? You seem to have fared better than I did. I took the fall for Augustine, only to find myself waist deep in monsters. Still, so long as he escaped, I'd wagered that makes this a job well done. Speaking of, I was to tell you the truth behind all of this, wasn't I? I'll be glad to oblige you, of course, but we ought to get moving first. What say I explain while we search for an exit? Time to get to work. Not bad. From what I've seen of your skills during that mess in the tavern and today's business, I can say you're really something. And my word ought to carry a fair bit of weight, considering my reputation as a warrior of unparalleled skill. Though of late, I've mostly been playing escort to spineless nobles. Turns out, as a sellsword proves himself, the list of those who can afford his services grows shorter and comes to be written in finer ink. Makes for a duller life, though I can't say I've any complaints about the weight of my pockets. Still, I hunger for a real battlefield, where a single misstep spells death. I crave the simplicity of it. There's naught else like it. The clashing of bodies and wills. I'd not say no to a fight with you. Let's have at it when I'm all healed up, eh? Mayhap, I'll not give you a choice in the matter. I'm not sure what's brought me here. I suppose I'll have a few drinks and hit the hay. That escort mission was a trap concocted entirely for your benefit, you know. It was supposed to give those responsible a means to incriminate you. But Augustine is no fool. He had his doubts about his summons to Vermund and hired me to watch over him in an unofficial capacity. So I looked into the cart that would be escorting him, and lo and behold, I found your name. But 'twasn't on the list of hired guards, oh no. Rather, your name was on the list of persons to be on guard for. In short, you had been called in to act the part of the culprit. Mark my words, If you'd carried on with them, Augustin would have been slain, and you would have been held responsible. You'd not have stood a chance against all that if it hadn't been for me. Aye, methinks I've earned my pay this time, and then some. I protected my charge and got you away from the scene without your being branded a murderer and thrown in jail. Now all that remains is to escape this place. I expect we'll find a way out soon enough, if we only press on. Still, I've got to wonder where this craven plot came from, and what you did to warrant it. One thing's for certain, you must have powerful enemies in Vermin. But why? 'Tis not as though you're the arisen true. What? You? Ha! 'Tis a small world indeed. You've piqued my interest even further, cuz. I've no business here. Best I hit the road. Right, let's press on. Judging from the flow of air here, the exit can't be far. Well, this is a right awful place to be cut short. At least you made it out all right. Don't worry, cuz. I'll be fine on my own. After all, I can't afford to die here. We haven't had ourselves a real bout yet. We'll see each other again. You can count on that. And when we do, you'd best be ready for the fight of your life.
We are reunited at last, Master. I do hope you encountered no trouble in the cave. 'Tis done. Drawn to an elemental being. I happen to understand Elvish, Master.
I lack information pertinent to this task. Consider hiring a pawn better apprised of such matters.
Come on then! Try your luck!
Did look better on me, monk.
Where do you think you're going?
Now, what might that be?
We ought to take a closer look. Regrettably, I am not equipped with the knowledge to guide you on that quest. You shall have to hire a pawn who is. How might we enter the basement sick room?
Well said.
Sooner not battle those with whom we have no quarrel. Yet if they mean us harm, we can but defend ourselves.
True enough.
The paths to victory are myriad indeed. That strategy never would have occurred to me.
Now that is a surprise.
Consider hiring a pawn better applied to such matters.
I can't imagine we're in need of a campsite just now.
Let us return once we've grown tired from
The magic you bestowed have faded.
One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. I lack information pertinent to this task. Consider hiring a pawn better apprised of such matters.
I'll gather this. It might be of use. The Arisen has been put to sleep.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. How might we enter the basement sick room?
Splendid.
I lack information pertinent to this task. Consider hiring a pawn better apprised of such matters.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Oh dear.
Tranquil places such as this are real treasure.
Oh, what does this say?
Shall we take a closer look?
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you. Have you found any of the items we discussed? Chance.